This is Jay Addison from CryptoBiz magazine at Inside Bitcoins in Las Vegas. We're here with Steve Beauregard, founder of GoCoin. How are you doing today, Steve?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Great. Let me ask you a question. Unlike most other payment processors, GoCoin enables Doge and Lite as well. Do you plan on adding more coins in the future?
Absolutely. So part of our strategy has always been to be coin agnostic. We are believers in Bitcoin, absolutely supportive of Bitcoin, but we don't think it's the be-all, end-all. We think there are other coins that are coming out that are far more interesting in many ways, some characteristics that we like to see, that can solve some of the problems like transaction speeds and volatility, things of that nature.
That's exciting, and I'm sure a lot of the altcoin developers are pretty happy with your attitude on that because, Bitcoins are picked up everywhere, but for guys that are developing altcoins, to get them into a system like yours, I mean, that's... You're like an angel to these guys, really.
Yeah, very much so. And
yeah.
I think we're sort of a hero to some of the altcoin developers. We'd love to take them all, but the simple.
Well, sure, there's 1,000 of them or something, right?
Of course. Simple fact is, we can't just plug in any coin if it doesn't have liquidity, developer support, community support, and sort of something that makes it unique. Then it's really hard for us to justify bringing it on our platform.
Yeah, that makes sense. What countries have the most merchants signed up through your service?
It's still the U.S. As much as we focused on the emerging markets in Southeast Asia and now Europe, still the U.S. is probably 5 to 1.
How many countries would you have, using your system altogether?
Total, I couldn't even count, but it's probably 30, 40.
Right on. That's very exciting. There's a lot of companies in the merchant processing business. What do you think sets you apart from the rest?
Well, it's a couple of things. I mean, everybody in the space, Coinbase, BitPay, are all providing tools for merchants to accept Bitcoin as a way of paying. And that's about where the similarities end. After that, the fact that we're taking the altcoins and that we're taking a coin agnostic approach, that sets us apart. And then also the vertical markets that we're going after. We're not just trying to boil the ocean, if you will, by trying to bring mainstream merchants on. I don't think the transactions are really there to justify it. So we're going after spaces that have a lot of payment friction, ones that are more high risk, and that's where we think the next transaction volume is going to come from.
Well, you guys are a great company, that's for sure. What type of merchants are seeing the highest volume of sales through your system?
It's still the mining companies.
Is that right? Okay.
The mining companies, it's a great use case. You want the faster gear, you generate coins from mining, and then you use those coins to buy the faster gear. So that's always been a great use case. Some others that are sort of noteworthy, precious metals, we've seen some come on, doing some decent transaction volume. But the one that really excites me is gaming. And not just casual gaming, but also real money gaming. So I think those use cases are a great thing for the ecosystem.
Fantastic. Of all the merchants, are all the merchants automatically set up with all three altcoins that you take, or do they have to opt into the Doge and the Litecoins?
It's really up to them. So what we require is they have to give us a payout address for any currency, be it
a wallet for Litecoins or whatever it is, right?
Litecoin, Dogecoin. If they don't give us an address and we don't have a way to settle with them in that currency, then they can't take that currency. So that's sort of, we're a very transaction-based business. So we don't want to hold anybody's coins. We don't believe in holding their coins. So once the transaction comes through, we try to settle that as fast as we can in whatever currency they want to be settled.
Is there a relation between what is being purchased and the type of crypto used to purchase it?
To some degree, yeah. I think if you look at the average order value, Dogecoin orders are sort of $40, $50, where versus a Bitcoin transactions usually closer to $250, $300. So you can kind of see what kind of products like Bitcoin Shop, for example, they have higher order values also, but most of theirs are still Bitcoin.
Right on. Okay, so I'm going to ask you the tough random question of the day.
Love it.
Give us the Bitcoin price, in your opinion, for January 1st, 2015.
January 1st, 2015. So I love to play this game because my first thing I always say is the least interesting thing about Bitcoin is the price. But it's on top of everybody's mind right now.
It's a crazy thing.
So I'm going to go with $621.
Nice. We've got a prize for the winner. We're not sure what the winning number is going to be yet, but we'll let you know if we win. So how does anybody get a hold of you if they want to use GoCoin as a transaction solution?
Oh, it's very simple. It's www.gocoin.com. You can sign up for an account right there and be up and running within 15 minutes.
Fantastic. Thank you very much to Steve Beauregard from GoCoin. Appreciate your time.
All right. Thanks. Awesome.
This is Jay Addison from CryptoBiz Magazine, live from Meckler Media's Inside Bitcoins Conference in Las Vegas. Remember to subscribe to CryptoBiz Magazine at CryptoBizMag.com. Follow us on Twitter at CryptoBizMag. Thanks for joining us, and learn more at CryptoBizMagazine.com.